Now, the story of Dari Poga, the old woman believed to be in her 80s and who has completely lost her fingers and toes to leprosy, is today beginning to attract the attention of the public. She lives in Gurungu in the Upper West region. Her situation, as captured by Seth Kwame Boateng in this latest documentary, Withered Skins, is so sad that she wakes up daily praying to God to send angels to bring her food. She has been abandoned by her 6 children. Here's her story, as captured by Seth.
On a dirt compound is a thatched roofed mud house. Out of it, a frail-looking old woman emerges and walks towards a mango tree to get fresh air. Her name is Dari Poga, a woman possibly in her 80s, living alone in this part of the village with her 13-year-old granddaughter. Dari Poga suffered leprosy at a younger age, but at that time, she did not know what it was. She used local concoctions in the hope that she would recover, but over time, her condition worsened. She has lost all her 10 fingers, and from afar, you might think both hands have been amputated from the wrist. She remembers exactly how one after the other, she lost all her fingers.
Local medication, a black concoction she used to smear on the skin. Okay. Yeah, he used to smear on the body.
And did she know it was a medical condition or?
Say initially they sent her to war when the condition set in, and that time Upper West wasn't developed as it stands today, and she went there and they said there wasn't medicating as at that time, and she came back. She said the experience is that it will swell from the digits, and it will start chopping off from the digits, from digit to a digits, call them phalanges, one phalanges to the next phalanges to the next phalanges till it reached the palm. That was how they start falling, and that was the beginning where he cannot feed herself.
Leprosy affects the tissues, especially the cartilage, and then more importantly affects the nerves. Now when the nerves are affected, it means that there is loss of sensation. Okay, it's not loss of mobility, although there is to some degree, but largely loss of sensation because it's the peripheral nerves, or the nerves that are on the surface, if I put it that way, that are affected, which means that you do not feel pain, you don't feel sensation. For that reason, you can injure yourself and not realize it. Okay, so they end up with sores and with ulcers that eat away at the flesh. The disease in itself also technically eats away at the flesh, the cartilage, and the bone. And so over the years, you get the digits or the extremities receding, and that's where you end up with this club-like features of the fingers or the toes.
And for this old woman, it appears the disease has also affected her eyes, so she tears up unknowingly. She manages to clean those tears with her disfigured hand. Dari Poga has lost 4 of her 10 children. The rest hardly visit. In fact, for over 5 years now, none has visited her. All she has now is her life and her granddaughter. She goes to bed without any idea where her next meal would come from, until good Samaritans pass by and offer them food. Dari Poga says at times they sleep on empty stomach.
Okay, what basically she's saying is that it's food. If she get money, she can buy food and cook and eat. She's happy. Apart from that, what again does she need? That's what she's telling
All
us.
she needs is daily meal.
Daily meals. That's what she said.
Today, what she had survived on until our arrival was this mashed local staple called tuzafi, made of corn flour. It wouldn't take a child less than a minute to consume it all. But because it's not enough, Daripoga sips it hourly so it can sustain her throughout the day. Anytime she's unwell and had to visit the local health facility, she treks for miles on her deformed legs, which have only her 2 big toes left.
She rather said before she can embark on the journey, she needs to set off as early as possible before the sunrise. She have to walk small. Sometime before she get to the health center, the cleaners are still even cleaning around. So she will wait when they finish cleaning everything, just take care of her, serve her the medication.
And then she treks back.
So you can see where she lives. You might think it's an abandoned structure. No, it's not an abandoned structure. That's where she rests her head. And at times when there's nobody here, she has nothing to eat because there's nothing she can do for herself.
And already there's help coming her way from the Vice President, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. She was given assorted food items and toiletries at a cost of 3,000 Ghana cedis and a cash amount of 2,000 Ghana cedis. And above all, a modest house will be constructed for her beginning tomorrow. Rafiq Salam witnessed the event and joins us. So Rafiq, very good news there. I see in the picture, is that the Honorable Hafiz bin Sali, the Upper West Regional Minister?
Yeah, that's the Upper West Regional Minister, Dr. Hafiz bin Sali, who made the donation on behalf of His Excellency Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. You know, according to the Upper West Regional Minister, the Vice President watched the documentary last night, and he quickly placed a call asking him to do the needful. And what are these things that he sent there? He sent some food items and then also some assorted items, and in addition, a cash amount of 2,000 Ghana cedis. And also, the big news was that where the woman is staying is not the best of places because it's not a conducive atmosphere for her to stay. And so the Vice President has directed that they should build a modest home for her. And so when we're talking about modest home, they are talking about 2-bedroom, and then in the hall, that will include a kitchen and bathroom and then toilet. And so work on that project is going to start tomorrow.
She must be excited.
Yeah, that program was very excited. I would say that she was in Club 9 because of what she saw today. And she said that she has never dreamed of having such an opportunity. And she told me that she's going to sleep tomorrow. She's going to sleep tonight very well.
That's great to hear. Thank you so much, Rafiq Salam, joining us from the Upper West region. It's live on Joy News Desk with me, Daniel Daze. Darryl Carl is next with business, and when he joins us, he will be telling us how the mining sector is facing uncertain future as COVID-19 pandemic is prolonging.